Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Monday, November the 22nd, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, we finally have a verdict out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Young Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty, and that sounds to me like the right decision. Now, I didn't say anything about this trial while it was happening because I have a policy of never basically talking about trials while the trials are going on. And the reason that I don't like to talk about trials is because I don't know what's going on. I don't have all the information. Only the prosecution, the defense, the judge, and the jury know what's going on, and they're the ones who should be making the decision. And the jury decided that young Kyle was not guilty, and that was good enough for me. I had a hunch that he was going to be found not guilty, but I didn't say anything. I let the jury say it, and then they simply confirmed the feelings that I had. But they listened to all the information. They're the only ones who were watching and getting all of the information, and they completely decided that young Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty of all of this, or that he acted in self-defense. Now, part of the problem with this trial is that we were actually getting two trials. There's a trial that was going on in the courthouse there in Kenosha, and then there was another trial, more like a circus, that was going on every night on American television, where you had commentators and pundits saying things about this trial that were completely and totally misinformation. Like, for example, the one about Kyle crossing the border with an AR-15. Well, that never happened. That never happened. And unfortunately, that was going out there and creating a lot of bad information about this trial. And then to top it off, you have President Biden saying that he was deeply concerned about the verdict. Well, if President Biden is concerned about the verdict, he needs to come out and tell us exactly how he is concerned about the verdict, because you can't just criticize the verdict like that, especially if you're the President of the United States, and not be more specific about what you mean. Well, the trial is over, and I am happy that young Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty. I always had a feeling that he was not guilty, or that he was acting in self-defense. It seemed that way to me, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to wait for the jury to say it. And now comes the next step. What happens now? Well, I'm hoping that after he takes a few days off, he needs a few days off, Rittenhouse, I hope he sits down with a few defamation lawyers and starts going after some news organizations and some people who were, I think, outrageously unfair to him. And he needs to, as they say, he needs to clear the accounts. And he needs to go after some of these people, because the treatment that he got in the media, I would say in parts of the media, no, not all of it, was just completely outrageous. And he didn't, you almost got to the point where you didn't think this guy could get a fair trial. Well, he did, and a jury acted correctly. And if you want to read more about why the jury was correct, read the article by Professor Turley, the one that he came out where he summarized the whole case and the verdict, and I think you'll understand why the jury did the right thing. But there are many irresponsible people in the media, and I think it's time for young Kyle and his attorneys to get even with some of these people. Thank you for watching, and if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.